These are my personal top 10 favorite sneakers of 2025 based on what I wore, bought, or cared about. Hey man, say man, it's Armand Too Real in the cut on the mic, and today we closing off 2025. It's December 28th, so literally like a week until 2025 ends. So I had to make this top 10, my top 10 sneakers that dropped 2025. Now obviously I'm gonna be leaving out a few, but we're just gonna get straight into this list. So drop a like, drop a sub, hit the notification bell. So at number 10, we got the Galaxy Foams, which dropped in around February, I'm pretty sure. And that shoe is like a very iconic shoe. If you don't know, like that shoe dropped like, let me see. So that shoe actually dropped in 2012, and that's one of the shoes that whenever I first got into sneakers around 2014, 2015, that was one of the foams. Like foams was really popping back then, and that shoe literally caused like havoc. I can maybe find clips on the screen of like when those dropped. They actually dropped like about 2 hours from me in Orlando, and they dropped at the Florida Mall, which is in Orlando, and it went, apparently it was crazy, like riots, something like that, like a lot of like big groups of people. They had like, it was going crazy, like it was crazy apparently. A lot of, I don't know, a lot of craziness was happening just for that release because they were dropping at that mall. So that's pretty crazy. So that shoe had a lot of, you know, hype, but obviously that shoe went for like $1,000 too. Like back in the day, it went for $1,000, all leading up until this shoe got rumored to come back out, and it finally returned. And this is a really fire pair. This is like my favorite foam posit. It's always been like just like very, you know, this stands out to me. This looks dope. It's like the Galaxy colorway. I'll have it popped on the screen. So foams aren't like my favorite silhouette, but they are pretty clean, especially with a dope colorway like this. You cannot go wrong. So yeah, we got the foam posits at number 10, and also the shoe is going for around $200 to $300 right now. Before it came out, it was going for like $500 to $600. I could check market. Yeah, when they first like came out on StockX around February, they're going for around $600, around $400 whenever they came out on the SNEAKER'S app. I remember I did not hit them, but we're gonna get to the next shoe. Now we're going from least to best on this list. Obviously all these shoes are fire because they're on the top 10 list. Obviously I'm gonna be leaving out a few, but we got a GR that dropped that went crazy and surprised a lot of people. The black metallic Jordan 5s. Now you cannot go wrong with this shoe. This is like a super dope clean shoe. Like yes, I said dope and clean, but yeah, really fire. I really like these. I actually hit these in my personal size 12.5 on the SNEAKER'S app, and I'm flexing that. Like it wasn't like the craziest hardest cop. Like I think around 40K pairs dropped on the SNEAKER'S app. I remember the day before they came out, I bought a pair from someone for retail, and they were literally going for retail on the StockX and stuff like that. So the guy just wanted to sell them because he thought that they were gonna brick, I guess. And then the next day they came out and they went to $350 and like all the sizes I remember, and they sold out everywhere. And there was big lines, kind of similar to the Gammas that just came out. So it was pretty crazy, but this shoe's really fire. Just an easy to wear shoe. I was gonna keep my pair for me, but honestly, I'm not the biggest Jordan 5 guy, but I do like Jordan 5s, don't get me wrong, but I like 4s better, and I already have the Bread Reimagined 4s, which is an all black shoe already, so I'm good. Obviously, you know, I would like to have these in the collection too, but yeah, really fire shoe. They're going for around $400 to $450 right now, $500 in some sizes, like my 12.5, that's a really rare size. I think there's only like a limited amount in StockX right now. And yeah, really clean shoe. Really like how it has the translucent, like an icy sole. Pretty clean, all black shoe. On to next. Okay, so and this shoe is a Grail 2. I had to put it on the list because it's pretty exotic looking. I'm gonna pop them on the screen. The Tokyo Jordan 5s. They originally came out in 2011, and they only dropped at the Tokyo Jordan store in Tokyo. So there was only like, you know, a few hundred pairs that dropped there. So okay, I can't really find the exact amount of pairs, but obviously it was pretty limited because they went for like a lot of money. I feel like $10,000, $15,000 like on StockX, and just like at sneaker events. It's one of those pairs that you'd see. It has that little Tokyo or whatever. It's not a Tokyo emblem, but it, you know, it has that cool. I forget what it's supposed to resemble. Let me look it up real quick. Okay, so that little so apparently it's supposed to be 23 in like Tokyo language or something. Like it's like a kanji. Okay, the Tokyo symbol was supposed to representing, you know, 23 for Michael Jordan, so that's pretty cool. Someone actually commented under one of my videos saying that. I thought it was like a Tokyo flag or something. Obviously, it just lines. It looks cool though. Definitely looks exotic. I'm not the biggest fan of yellow, but it has the icy sole and just really clean. It's an exotic shoe that, like, you know, had a lot of aura. And it came back out, and they came out in, I believe it came out in September, y'all. And they're going for around $300 to $350 right now, so they're not going for that much money. Pretty affordable actually for this pair, but I see why, because they dropped a good amount of pairs. They only dropped at like tier 0 retailers, like certain retailers, kind of like Alma Manier, stuff like that. Now this is one of those pairs I'm a little bit bittersweet about, but I'm not even that mad about it. I made a review and stuff like that whenever they came out. So this pair came out in early this year. I feel like it came out in like Okay, so it came out May 22nd. So yeah, I feel like it came out early this year, which it did. And they came out on the SNEAKER'S app. I remember like stock numbers pulled up for this pair, and there's only like 100 to 300 pairs, something crazy like that, super limited. So I was not really expecting to hit them, but I literally went on 2 accounts, like on 3 accounts, I think, on my computer, my phone, and my mom's phone, and I hit on one of them. And I remember I just kept on repeating, got them. So I just spoke into existence, no cap, and I hit a 10.5 on the SNEAKER'S app, and retail is like super low, like 130, and now they're going for $600 in that size. I ended up selling them on eBay for like $328. Someone just paid the full price, like my full price, so that was pretty nice. Like I remember just getting that eBay notification, that cha-ching, and I was happy about it. And then I was like, then a few weeks later they went up to like $450. I was like, shit, like dang, like they went up another $150, but now they're at $600, so it's a little bit bittersweet. And there's only 11 left on StockX, so pretty limited. These have dropped like a few places after they came out. They came out at Complex Con. Pretty clean shoe though. Overall, the colorway is nice. I like it. It has that shiny green material with the Concrete Boys logo on the back of it, and the Concrete Boys logo like on the actually back tab. So yeah, pretty clean shoe. Yellow midsole, the yellow shiny leather, 2 green laces. Says Lil Yachty too, like on the back of the tongue, I'm pretty sure. Like I remember I did a review on this pair, and it's pretty nice, looks pretty exquisite. Also has like some nice red leather like in the inside, like insole area, like, which is really nice. So let me know what y'all think about these. I think these are fire. They were super limited, that's why they're going for a bag right now, and they're a Lil Yachty collab. Much better than his first pair that he came out with. He had to really shut him up with because I remember people were hating on the first one that he did because it was just a white Air Force. But let's go ahead and get on to the next pair. At number 6, we got the Awake Jordan 5s. Now I would pick the Racer Blue pair, but I already put the black metallics in, and I think the Racer Blue is pretty much just like a better black metallic. I mean, just a little bit nicer because there's like the blue specs and the A logo. But I'm gonna have to put the Arctic Pinks. Now these are a little bit, you know, if you like them, you like them. If you don't, you don't, because they are a little bit out there. They're all pink. That A logo has a New York stamp on the back, Nike Air on the back, that red Spizike type, you know what I'm saying, on the midsole, the Wake logo on the tongue. I think these are really fire. They're going for around crazy bag right now. I had an opportunity to go to cop a size 11 for a bag, like for a steal, I meant to say, like $550, and I ended up passing, and now they're going for like $700. So I missed out like on a little flip right there, but it's all good. And a review, I would like to get these in hand for a review, but they're pretty clean. I've seen some people wear them on feet and they look pretty nice. I know some people say like they don't like them, but this is my list, and this obviously it's not like totally perfect in order, y'all. Like I literally thought about this within like an hour or two. These came out in August, so that's pretty cool. They came out in my birthday month, so yeah. Next shoe. Now I just did a review on this pair. At number 5, we got the Jalen Brunson Kobe's. Obviously there's been some other fire Kobe's to come out this year, like the Kalen Clarks, the All-Star Kobe's. It was a hard pick between these and the All-Star Kobe's, but I ended up picking these because I was literally thought, like, let's say I had an All-Star Kobe and then these, and I had to pick one to play basketball in, I'd probably pick these because these are just freaking fire. It's supposed to resemble the Statue of Liberty, and they have like a gold swoosh, gold back tab. It's really dope pair. I really like them. Super loud. They look really good, especially probably on the court. So I had to put these at number 5. They're going for a bag right now. This is a size 10.5. I have a 12.2. If you want to hit me up on Instagram, I'll give a better deal than what you're going to pay on StockX if you were looking for these and you wear any of those sizes. So yeah, they're going for around $600 to $700 right now, which is just insane. I got a good deal on these because I actually picked them up whenever I bought them from a few people that hit on SNEAKER'S. So that's actually a good, you know, little buy-in because they dipped whenever people hit on SNEAKER'S, because obviously, you know, a few, you know, thousand people hit, and then they ended up selling them, you know, for the low ski, and then going up a little bit. So that's nice. So got a good little deal on them. But yeah, I think these are a fire pair. It's supposed to also, this is the Jalen Brunson is a New York Knicks basketball player, so he did a collab with Kobe. So yeah, if you want to see that review, go check them out. Okay, now we're going into the top 4. So we got number 4. Now this was a little bit hard for me, but I had to put these in because I just made a video on these, picking them up at the mall, and the video did pretty good. So now it made me like the shoe a little bit more because, you know, my video did well on it. Also, it's just a clean shoe. It's all black Jordan 4, the black Cap 4s. Now these came out in 2020. They also came out in early 2000s, somewhere around then. But they came out in 2020, and they went, as you know, this was $1,000 to $1,500 shoe for a little bit from like 2021 to like 2023-ish, and then to really 2024 they're still going for $1,000. But you know, as this pair got leaked to re-release, and actually ended up re-releasing, this re-released. You know, if you want to see my pickup vlog, go check that out. But this is a fire pair. It's going for around $280, $270 to $350 right now in the market, so pretty affordable, and I think this is a dope pair. I would definitely wear these. I have a size 13, which is my size, but I think I'm gonna pass on them for now, just because I already have the Bread Reimagines. But I think these are fire. Let me know in the comments if you caught these. Now at number 3, this is another shoe that just came out, so you should know what it is. I did a review on it and stuff, and I actually like these because I made a little bit of money on them. Also, not just because that, y'all, like I actually had this pair. I had the 2013 version. This is the Gamma Jordan 11s I just dropped. I had the 2013 ones. I paid like $500 for them on StockX. Well, shout out my mom because she actually paid for them like whenever I was in high school, and I loved that pair. I wore them like daily. Like I beat them. Well, I put a sole protector on them so that like I protected the sole, so whenever I sold them, I actually got a good amount of that chunk back in my pocket from that 500. But I just love this pair. I love the shiny black material and the blue hints. I always like the cap and gowns in these, but I always like these more because the Gamma blue Jumpman just makes it hits really well in the black, because it, like, you know, breaks up the black a little bit. Like the cap and gowns are all black, but this shoe's going for around $270 to $350 right now. I have a size 12, 9.5, and a 10. If you want any of those sizes, you want a better deal than the apps, you can hit me up. Or yeah, just, you know what I'm saying, I give good deals, I ship fast, stuff like that, and 100% legit. If you want to deal with something that's 100% legit, so you can hit me up. But yeah, it's one of those pairs I always liked. I've always loved Jordan 11 since I got into sneakers, and yeah, really fire pair. Stay tuned for the next shoe. Now I'm gonna be real, this is a little bit of a hype beast choice. This is a dope shoe, don't get me wrong, this is dope, but honestly I would almost put like the black Cat 4s or the Gammas over the shoe. I just like didn't feel right putting the shoe underneath those pairs because those are GRs, and this is like, you know, a very, you know, hyped up collab that's came out previously. The Fragment X Travis Scott's, they came out again. I remember when these were leaked, I was like, dang, this is gonna be a shoe that goes for a bag, and it's going to be like one of those shoes that resellers are going to want, which I was 100% correct. Obviously they didn't drop too many, but a good amount of pairs did go out on his website, which I didn't take a W on. I think it was like the record broke like 3 million entries or something crazy like that, like 1 million to 3 million entries were on his website. So I had little to no chance. Everyone had little to no chance of hitting because there's probably around 50K to 150K that dropped on his website. So I guess there was a decent chance if there was that heavy a stock. But yeah, they're going for around $1,000 to $1,300 right now. Really, like all the sizes are going from $1,300 to, yeah, really like $1,300. So pretty crazy how much the shoe's going for, which makes sense because the original Fragments were going, I think, for like double that, like $2,500 whenever they came out. But these obviously are not as good as the originals in my opinion, also because they're white, so people are obviously worried that they're gonna, you know, get dirty. But you know, you could easily just get sneaker cleaner and just clean them easily. It's kind of crazy how easily white shoes get cleaned up from sneaker cleaner. I just cleaned up some white cement 4s. But yeah, really fire pair. Has the Fragment logo on the back. These just came out in September and retail is $155. Let me know if y'all hit these. I have a pair of medium olive Travis Scott's. I like those better than these actually, but these I had to go at number 2 for sneaker of this year. Now the best sneaker this year, I literally had, I've had like 3 pairs of these. I hit one on the SNEAKER'S app. Go check out my video of me selling them, the freaking brick by brick Jordan 4s. That's a shoe that you know, definitely is gonna made a good memory for me because I hit them on the SNEAKER'S app, my personal size 12.5. Of course I got them on my personal size, so I was like debating should I keep them or not, and I was gonna keep them, but I was like, they're going for $500, so I just sold them, made my money. You know, I don't regret that because you know, it is what it is. I can always get a sneaker back down the line. It is going to get a little bit more limited and more expensive, I know that, but hey, I guess it is what it is because that 12.5 is a very rare size. It's already limited, like on StockX, like only like X amount says that's left, like 15 or something like that, and that shoe's going for around 500, really like 550 to like $800, like $750 on the apps. Like on GOAT they're more expensive, so probably around like 600 to 900 on the GOAT, but on StockX probably like around 600 to like 750. And if you don't know the Bike Airs, it says Bike Air on the back because Nigel Sylvester, that's a Nigel Sylvester collab Jordan 4. So you know, I had to put that at number 1. I know everyone, like a lot of people like that shoe. I really like that shoe. I think the white laces on it like really makes it look dope. And yeah, that's a shoe that maybe I'll eventually get again. I'll have to pay resale for, but it is what it is. But yeah, stay tuned for more fire videos, y'all. I just had to make that quick top 10 favorite sneakers that came out this year. Obviously it's not perfect. If I really took time and like, you know, spent days trying to make this list perfect, then, you know what I'm saying, it'd probably be more like a line with my opinion. But that's just pretty much my opinion on the top 10 sneakers that came out this year. Obviously there's more that's based on hype though, style, stuff like that. And I've been, you know, buying, selling sneakers all this year. So I've been, you know, obviously have a few of them that's on the list. So yeah, stay tuned for more fire videos, y'all. God bless. Peace.